Hey guys, Hunter here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to touch on the subject of traveling for cheap, and specifically in Europe. On my latest video I talked about how to find cheap flights, and today we're going to talk about some of the things you can do to travel cheap in Europe. First thing you want to do is to travel in the off season. By doing this you're going to avoid high prices once you get there, as well as airline tickets that are going to be extremely pricey. Now, once you get to Europe, you're going to want to reduce the two costliest things you're going to have, which are going to be lodging and transportation. So if you're moving around from country to country, you're going to want to stay on the ground. I know Europe has some of the cheap flights and you might be able to find some good deals, but remember, you're going to have to pay for your baggage. And then also, losing time going to the airport and just doing all of that commotion. So staying on the ground is generally going to be your cheapest way to get around. You can do the Eurail, so get a rail pass if you're traveling to a lot of different countries. And then if you aren't doing that, you can also just take buses. I've personally done it. It's very cheap. It's efficient. You get to see the countryside, which is pretty cool. So that's another option. Now for your accommodation, there's so many options today. Back in the day when you wanted to travel anywhere, you'd have to stay at a hotel, and that was going to be pricey no matter what. Now hotels obviously offer, better accommodations. They're going to be more comfortable, but also that comes with a huge price tag. So I recommend using sites like Airbnb, where you can stay in someone's home for a lot cheaper, or you can also do hostels. In some countries those are super popular, like Spain. You can find a lot of hostels that are super inexpensive. This is especially true if you're traveling by yourself. So if you're traveling by yourself, you want to stay in a hostel because you only need to pay for, one person, one bed is all you really need. Now, if you are traveling with someone else or a few other people, this is when you can consider, more of an Airbnb, because otherwise you're just going to be paying for each person over and over. Where if you just get an Airbnb, you're splitting the cost of one place. Another tip you're going to want to do is travel like a local. So avoid tourist locations for eating out at the restaurants. Those are generally going to be more expensive. They might be able to, draw you in because they have signs saying, hey, we speak English, whatever it might be. Avoid those. And also, depending on what country you're in, try and eat like the locals, because this is where you're going to find the best deals. The locals aren't going to be going to the tourist spots to eat normally, and they're still going to get good, authentic food, so just try and find that out before you travel. Another great tip is to use tour booking apps such as Viator, and what you do with this is you can book tours online beforehand and find out some good experiences. If you don't want to book any tours, I would still suggest doing a lot of research before you go there, maybe buy a guidebook and do some self-guided tours. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's a few of the basic tips for how to travel for less when you're in Europe. I'm going to leave some links in the description below so you guys can see some of the websites that I use and that I've personally found to be very helpful. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and thanks.